You know, joke's on all y'all, because it's actually me who's first. Y'all trying to claim first out here. I was here first. Except 2K. 2K is the one who claimed first. So congratulations, 2K. You're first. You did it. Welcome in, Taters. Welcome in, Tadadu. Welcome in, May. I'm getting 4 different go live notifications from streamers I follow. Did everybody just decide to go live at 4 p.m. on a Friday evening? Damn! This is fine. Before we get too far into things, we got simulation exercise. Let's do these first. These shouldn't be too bad. They want me to use these 4. I can do that. It's Dorka, wife, other wife, and who else they're giving me? Jahui. Okay. You know what? Let's use 2K. Did you get the weapon for your Dorka? You did. What the fuck is this? No, get that out of here. Let's use Taters as my wife. And I guess we're just gonna go with the rest. Where's my Jahui? Let's get my other wife. And where's my Dorka? Where is she? She should be near the bottom. Nope, not that far bottom. No weapon for no one that you're aware of, bruh. You looked at your phone to see 12 streamers go live within 5 minutes. Holy shit. I believe it. That is certainly one of the things that can be done. That should be fine. But yes, hello. I guess this is streamer prime time. It's up to me to, I don't know, live up to the hype, I guess. Bullshit, there is no hype with me. What are we talking about? Today, I made the executive decision to crack open a relatively cold one in the form of Japanese plum gekkeikan plum wine, and in small letters, and natural plum
Tonight
flavor.
I decided on having Himalayan rabbit stew for dinner.
There's your executive decision.
I found Himalayan in the room.
I swear to God! Thanks, Core. But yes, today's sake is Japanese plum gekkeikan plum wine, and then in small letters underneath, and natural plum flavor, and even smaller letters underneath, caramel color added, and next to those small letters, in equally small letters, gluten-free. We're gluten-free, I guess. Gluten-free rice wine. Maybe I should have read the label closer when I was at the liquor store, I hardly know her store. And I would have realized, you know, just because this is a new bottle I haven't tried, doesn't mean I'm... You know what? I'm gonna try it. And I've graduated from drinking straight from the bottle. I now drink from the Pecco glass. This helps keep me from over-drinking. Hopefully. Plum sake, you mean the kind you're getting? This is different from the kind you're getting, by the way. Because Core and I have reached a mutual agreement, it was a trade offer. I get a gold tiger stripe desert eagle, and he gets a personally recommended plum sake bottle mailed to him from me. So that's gonna happen. Not the ceremonial square wooden cup. I only have one of those, sorry. You could probably get one of those off Scamazon if you want. Real talk. Alright, time for a taste. That's actually pretty good. I was talking mad shit about this sake. But it turns out this sake, despite being gluten-free, is pretty good. Taters, where's your my wife? There she is. Your my wife is built better than my wife. Only marginally. And that's because you got her ultimate weapon, which I'm not getting. I have decided to simply not get the ultimate weapon. Hey, kitty. Hey, you want to give the people cat cam? Come on. Let me at least get the level started before we get rolling in the cat cam. Want you going first? You go last. There, something like that. Come on. Come on. Come here. The people want the cat cam. Come on. Come on. Hey. Hey. Oh. There she is. Let me, Jamie, pull up cat cam. Check out. Look at this cat. Look at this cat. Oh, by the way, you could clearly see the bottle that I'm drinking from. This is the bottle that it came in. This is the Pecco glass that I'm drinking from. You can see the caramel color that was added. Check him. I plan on going somewhat hard into an electric team. Understandable, given how your wife, not you're my wife, your wife is an electric doll. By the way, this free winter outfit for Mossy Nugget, mwah. I really like the thick fuzzy coat. I don't know, man, I really like it when girls are all bundled up. That's car cams. How loud does it run? He purrs pretty loud, I'll tell you what. She likes to knead at me on my right thigh particularly, but also on my right arm, and if I'm rolled over, on my back when I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. I hear the quiet pitter-patter of her jumping on the bed. And then I hear purring, and I'm like, aw, kitty's here. And I go to roll over, and I pet her. Am I making like I'm petting her when I can just pet her? I pet her, and then I roll back to how I was, and then right as I fall asleep, I feel like really gentle scratching at my back, but her claws are really sharp. So I'm pretty sure I have scratch marks on my back, just like how I've got scratch marks all over my upper arm. Simulation X, they really want me to use these 4 dolls in particular. Not that I mind. This is fine. Today's gonna be a Tipsy Tales stream disguised as a girls frontline stream. We're going long today because I feel like yapping. For example, on the way home today, I saw something on the road that I thought I'd never see. And no, it wasn't a band of homeless people, but I did see that. As I was on the highway, right? Freaking, there is a special type of truck. You know the type. It's oversized, raised mega tires, all that stuff, right? I call them compensators, and I don't think I need to explain why. Oh, yes, remind me to talk about the Cybertruck after this story. But I'm like, why the fuck would anybody need a compensator truck like that? However, today, on the highway, I saw it, finally. There was a compensator truck towing an absolutely fucking massive camping unit. And that truck was not clean. And I'm like, oh my god. First ever documented case of a compensator I hardly know her being used for its actual intended purpose. The only reason you need that much power and size is to tow a trailer that big. Holy shit. The majority of those lift mods should be straight up banned. I agree. I agree, wholeheartedly. Now about the Cybertruck. If anything, that was the second anomaly on the way home today that I saw, which is why I believe we're living in a simulation now. You can't see 2 anomalies in one day. The first anomaly was someone using a compensator but actually getting more out of it than most, because they're actually using it because they need it. The second was a fucking Cybertruck. This wasn't any Cybertruck. This was a Cybertruck with company logos and livery on it. It was a medical company. I saw a fucking medical Cybertruck. You can't make this shit up. Fuck, what dolls are we using? I need... Taters is my wife. Taters is not my wife. It was an apostrophe. It was a misinput. Calm down. Where's Mossy Nugget? My dolls are just better. This is because I've maxed pretty much all their affinities and they love me. That's how it works. That's how they get you in these video games. But a fucking company Cybertruck. I'm baffled that it exists, and I shouldn't be as surprised as I am. Where's Dorka? Where is she? There we go. Okay, so you go second to last. You go last. You go first, second. Okay, there you go. Seriously though, it's a Cybertruck. You think it's ugly in pictures, but chat moved so fast that I can't keep up. Let me scroll up. Awesome. It's somehow worse than you think. I mean, yeah. It's certainly one of the designs of all time. Improve those things on the truck in some meaningful ways? Nah, kinda disagree, kinda. Many states do have laws on how high your truck can sit, usually it's based on sightline. You can't see jack shit from a compensator truck. My cousin drives a compensator truck. He let me drive it one day, mainly because he needed a ride home. And I was at the party as well. And he's like, yo, Ness, drive my compensator. I hardly know her. And I'm like, sure. That thing is so high up, and the hood, compared with my tiny ass size, I could not see over the hood. I was basically driving by estimation on road width based on my familiarity with the area. G Fuel has a Cybertruck. I might have a picture. Why? I'm slowly going down the comments. I'm finally becoming a better streamer by reading all the comments. By making the truck wider than the lanes and parking spaces. That is certainly something that here in the West Coast we have thinner lanes than on the East or Midwest area. As mentioned by one of my friends, Midwestern friends, came to visit for SakuraCon, and his wife kept getting nervous about how thin the driving lanes are on the highways. And I'm like, thin? What are you talking about? There is ample width for cars here in the Pacific Northwest. Though some states have made squatted trucks of any height illegal. If your truck is squatting, then it needs to pay rent. Why am I like this? Had to drive a golf cart today while being followed, get the top and average speed of the golf cart. I've never gotten to drive a golf cart before, ever. Every opportunity, it's like Majora's Mask. Every opportunity I've had to play Majora's Mask has been thwarted until about 2017 is when I first got to play Majora's Mask on the 3DS, and I never finished it. I liked what I played of it though. Likewise, I've never gotten to drive a golf cart. Full stop. I've just never gotten to drive a golf cart. That sounds a bit wacky, but we see them around here pretty often. Truck with wheels like that usually can carry pretty heavy loads. I'll show you heavy loads. Load grab. My wife grab. I have to scroll down every time. Okay, who's next? That, my Dorka. My V6 Mossy Nugget. Where's my Jahui? Where is she? Well, first my Groza. Where's my Jahui? There she is. There we go. Put you at the back, put you up front. You could go second. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Majora's Mask is your second favorite Zelda title. First is Link's Awakening. Nice. See, I just fell out of Majora's Mask, honestly. I made it about 75% of the way through the game. I say that because I cleared 3 of the 4 areas. The last one was the not Gerudo Valley. For the longest fucking time, I pronounced it Gerudo Valley before realizing, oh, I'm just retarded, which I am, but that's besides the point. For this, I defer to, for video game pronunciations, I defer to how the developers have named it. To the point where Link's Awakening DX for the Game Boy Color, I know Depth 100% completed every save separately. That's some good shit. For the Game Boy Advance, my second favorite GBA game, Mario Luigi Superstar
My
Saga.
therapist just told me that I'm completely incapable of expressing my feelings.
Kill issue.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Okay, that was good. Friggin' Mario Luigi Superstar Saga. You end the game around level 40. That did not stop my dumbass from getting Mario and Luigi to level 72 before I lost the cartridge. And I'm like, shit, I lost my favorite game. So I went to the fucking store and bought another cartridge and did the same thing. I 100%ed the game several times. I love that game. I will be streaming it eventually. It is on Nintendo Switch Online. And that's how I will be streaming it. I need food. I have food. Yes, I'm eating on stream again. There we go. So, Formula 1 on Sunday. The race is gonna be at 4 a.m. Fuck that. Now, normally I'd watch the race at 6 a.m. But I need to be at my mom's house at 8 a.m. So, normally that wouldn't be a problem if the bridge wasn't out. It now takes an hour to get to my mom's house. So, instead of 4 a.m., I'm gonna be watching the race at 5 a.m. You won't be streaming the updated Bowser's Minions version? Correct, I will not be streaming the updated Bowser's Minions version. I'll be streaming the Game Boy Advanced version. Unless one of you motherfuckers wants to fund it. I don't feel like spending money on a game that I've already bought, played, and experienced several times over, when I can just, I don't know, spend as much money as I already am for the NSO subscription. I mean, if anything, I should be emulating it, but I'm legally not supposed to endorse that, so I'm not going to. Ooh, what's this? I got a key. 100% motivation. Now we're motivated. I can't claim everything at once, and I got an email. Oh no, I'm claiming too many things. That means you get the save scum? Nah, I don't need to do that. Let's check my mail. It's, oh right, inventory overflow. Let's clear inventory. One thing I don't like in this game that they really need to do is clear the weapon attachments. Or rather, you'd think 1,500 weapon attachment slots are enough. No, it's not. That's alright. We did that event. Alright, let's go into the event. We have challenge mode. I might actually have to try for this shit. They're level 50, I should be okay. Unless... You know what, fuck it, we're autoing this shit. We're gonna use my dolls. Number go up. Where's my Mossy Nugget? Where is my nugget? I can't do a froze up. Where the fuck did she go? There she is. Wait, we don't get my wife? Well, fuck. Do we at least get Tater's wife? Taters, please tell me you set your wife at... You did! We're using your wife. Okay, and my Vepli sucks, but we're using her anyways. Okay, you go last, second, third, that should work. Why don't you reach? Why don't you reach? Why can't you go here? What's the range on her ult again? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you can reach here. So you could just go here. Wait, but then we don't get the ult benefits. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Y'all have your wives set on there? I should do the same. Except, I'm going meta, I guess. You know what? Fuck it. We made number go up. I'm just doing the first turn like this, because this is how you get the most out of Tater's wife. Taters, I hope you like your early birthday gift. Because that karaoke night was your early birthday gift. I'm not going to explain what happened. Nice. I've noticed that with most of the characters in this game, I've just come up with my own name for them. Like, Mossy Nugget. We got my wife, who could refer, that could refer to a lot of people. You could, it's a specific dialect. Whether or not I call them my wife, or if I scream wife, that I'm sure there's some way to disambiguate them that I have not yet made consistent, but it probably exists. If there's a will, there's a way, and trust me, I'm very willing. Why didn't you do your AoE attack? That's fine. Hey! great! But the upcoming character, I could call her by her name, but unfortunately I've already committed to calling her Jingjong, even though I really like her. I like her design, I like her personality, and it's like, well, your name's alright, but I'm calling you Jingjong. At least I don't call her Ching Chong. That might, it's close enough. They're off by one phonetic unit, for lack of a better word, because I don't know linguistics. Wait, you get to attack multiple times? What the fuck? That's what I get for not reading character abilities. I don't know what half the characters do anymore. I stopped paying attention to this game. I'm just in it for the ladies. Ladies, nuts on your fit. Fried rice. There's no shrimp in it. So you don't need to worry about who made it. Let me tell you, I suck at making fried rice. I just suck at cooking. Cooking's an acquired skill. It's one of those things that you either have the potential to become really good at it, or you're just doomed to be mediocre at best. And for me in cooking, I am doomed to become mediocre at best. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, who can we steal? You know what? We're gonna... Actually, no. We're using my dolls. Because I want to show off my QJ. Where's my QJ? There she is. QJ's green outfit? This makes her into a green woman. So she qualifies as green woman. And we all know that you love green woman. If she is green, she is to be loved. Simple as. Except for She-Hulk. I don't like her. I haven't seen the movies. I don't like the concept. We already have a He-Hulk. Why do we need a She-Hulk? There's two of them. Congratulations. I hope that I hope the Hulk universe gets what they want out of G-Bill. How come you get to have two Hulks? I guess. I don't really watch the movie either. Green's a good color. I like there are certain colors that I just don't vibe with. One of such colors is yellow. I don't vibe with the color yellow unless it's paired with a different color in certain contexts. For example, Andoris is yellow, white, and kind of velvet red color scheme. I like that. Yellow black, like, what was her name? Midas. Yeah, Midas VTuber, who rolled a nat 20 intimidation on me at Offkai and intimidated me at her meet and greet. That's a good color. But yellow, what comes to me when I think of color yellow? In high school, I saw a girl with yellow nail polish. And I'm like, I already am not a big fan of nail polish, but yellow is right up there with lime green in terms of why did you get this nail polish? I don't like it. I'm not a fan. I may get hate for that, but I don't give a shit. I'm just not a fan of those colors of nail polish. I've noticed that there are a lot of guys painting their nails too, and I'm all like, oh, you painted your nails. I don't know what to think of it, but I didn't realize it was a popular trend now. That's how out of the loop I am. But there's several guys at the racetrack painted their nails. At my friend's birthday party last weekend, one of the guys painted his nails. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing now. I remember when I learned in school, high heels were a male thing back in the day to show off our calves. I believe it. It's funny. And we've come full circle with Astolfo wearing heels or some shit like that. But basically what I'm trying to say is that cosmetics are expensive. In general. We're talking $200 skin gacha. We're talking, I don't know how expensive how much money people spend on their appearances. I know I barely spend jack shit. The most I've spent are on my cosplays. And they're not even good cosplays. Oh no, QJ's surrounded. What will she do? Wait, QJ didn't hit anyone with her ult? What? What is this? Ow! Oh, she's out of position, that's why. Well, that's alright. This sake is really good. I mean, I do like plum sake. It's even gluten-free. I finished the first little bit. I'm gonna pour a little more. There we go. I contemplated before stream, what kind of drink should I get? Because I have lots of drinks now. I stocked up. And I was stuck between this plum sake or Gatorade vodka. And while I did get a vote for Gatorade vodka, the only reason I did not do Gatorade vodka, well, two reasons. One, I don't think it'd go good with my fried rice. And two, I already put this sake in the freezer to cool down and chill. I don't freeze my vodka. I probably should, but I've never had frozen vodka before. Maybe I'll try to put my vodka in the freezer. Why not? I've just never. Actually, there's no room in my freezer. I remembered. I had to go extra Tetris mode just to fit this small bottle in the freezer. Billy, you asked for votes if you were gonna pick it yourself. That's how you know I'm a good. That's how you know I'm gonna be a good dad. Just like any good parent, you hold a vote to gauge public opinion, then just do whatever the fuck you wanted to do because you're the one with the money. Teach him at a young age. That's how it works. I can't remember what movie it was. It was this early to mid 2000s family comedy, not comedy movie about this absolutely massive fucking family moving to a house that literally nobody wanted to move. Oh, Meet the Fockers, I believe, was the movie title. I don't really remember much of the movie, but I remember that little bit about the voting. Who would have thought that unfairness in film would transfer to long-term memory? These guys are weak to water, ice, and thunder. Okay. Who picked this team? Well, you're Thunder. Let's get another Thunder. You two are the stars of the event. You're Ice. Let's get Suomi, because we need healing, probably. And we need water. Let's go to our water squad. Pololo's good with water. Nikita's good with water. Sabrina's a fan favorite, and she's just good overall. And she ults every turn, and adds stream time. That's a good pick. Let's pick Nikita. Okay. Let's see. First, you can go something like this. Wawa goes last. Don't ask why. I think something like this will work. Okay, cool. Take another sippy. I can't go too hard with the drinks tomorrow. Oh wait, tomorrow's not karaoke night. Wait, that means I have commentary tomorrow. I can't go too hard on the drinks tonight. Huh. I just solved my own problem. Very cool. I thought I was partying extra hard tomorrow night. Turns out I'm not. Very cool. Why did Wawa make a noise when it's not her turn? What's up, folks? Hey, King Shadow Raven. My chat integration on screen hates you, but I don't. I'm drinking sake on a Friday if you want to partake in whatever. Right, this guy DM'd me to say he hasn't logged on to Girls Frontline 2 in forever. And I'm like, oh no! Anyway. Here's the thing. I love this game, but I don't recommend it. So if you don't play this game, good. I play this game though because I like it. I don't recommend it though. Don't play this game. I remember jokingly asking like, hey, Mika team, sponsor me. I'll do a sponsored stream. Now? Nah. No. You lost your community faith. Who would have thought that building community trust from not being overly greedy developers and publishers would have repercussions, but it's fine. It plays it but doesn't recommend it? Yes. Many such cases. You ever see those negative Steam reviews of people with 3,000 hours in the game, but the review is negative? I mean, are you drunk? Getting there. I'm getting there. I had 300 hours into game that I have signed an agreement. Well, not signed, but I have a written agreement with the developer to not talk negatively of this game on stream. As a result of that, I can use their assets on my stream, which I still do. Therefore, I will not be talking negatively of this game on stream. That said, my negative review of the game on Steam is popping off. I still get angry comments on it all the time. But it's apparently one of the highest rated negative reviews for that game. People enjoy the game, and that's great. Awesome. Good for them. I didn't after 300 hours. I quit. And good for me, I guess. By the way, I got the Nikita outfit. I really like the outfit. Don't at me. Okay, what I'm about to follow up with is the worst possible thing I could say after saying I like the Nikita outfit. My sister was a cheerleader back in high school, and bear in mind, I have an older sister. So do you still like Springfield or Andoris? I like them both, but take a guess which one I like more. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard if you come to all my girls' frontline streams. One of them is, oh my god, Springfield, I love Springfield. And the other is, oh my god, wife. So, that's it. That's it. If you came to my last karaoke night, you would have been in for a treat. I won't spoil what happened. It may happen again. In fact, it probably will. Hold on, I'm stuffing my face. I didn't get to eat much today. This week, I actually did my job at work. Don't clap for that. You're not supposed to do that in corporate America. But what ended up happening this week, IT was doing a server migration for the company. And my computer was the only one in the office that wasn't affected. And today was my computer's turn to do the server migration. And boy, let me tell you, it was a doozy if I'm using that word correctly. Am I using that word? Oh, same team? Wait, what's everyone weak to? Thunder, ice, one water, one poison, one fire. Okay, let's get more thunder. Sorry, water, you're out. Water or ice? Or actually, you know what? Either or is good. What are my options? Freaking V6 Thunder? Okay, that's not even an option. That's just free real estate. Let's rock and roll with this squad. I didn't realize all of us are rifles except for Suomi and Dorka. Dorka was a rifle class in Girls Frontline 1. So the fact that she's an assault rifle class in Girls Frontline 2 kind of trips me up. And before you guys say like, oh my god, they're both rifles, there's a difference in class and weapon usage. It's fine. From a actual firearms perspective, a rifle is a rifle. Just like how math is math, you can't change math. Thanks, Mr. Incredible. Bro, the fucking Demon Hunter song is stuck in your head because of the fucking parody. Joke's on you, I still don't know this song. This motherfucker, he posts a meme in my Discord, right? It's a parody of this K-pop Demon Hunter song. And I've never heard the K-pop song it was from. So I said, I don't even know the original song. This motherfucker says, yo, the original song title is at the first frame of the short. And I'm like, that doesn't change the fact that I don't know the fucking song. Knowing the title doesn't mean I know the song. That's not how that works. That's like saying, yes, I've watched every 007 movie just because I know the names of all the 007 movies. And I'm not about to say all James Bond films are the same, because they are not. I'm in denial, but it's fine. I like James Bond films. No, I have not read the books. Ness be that one person who talks about random shit that others don't know about and trolls them later. I try, I guess. I barely know what you're talking about. Unless I do, but I actually don't. If you could name an example then sure, I'll be like, oh my god, yeah, that's me. Sucks to be me, I guess. Hold on, how are you supposed to... How is this level done? They're blocked off. Am I even allowed to... Did they make this say I have to play this level? Can I not auto this level? Baseball, huh? Okay. This sake is really good though. I'm just taking sips of this. Is so sweet. I remember Josh Strife Hayes talking about alcoholic beverages in that his favorite drinks are very sweet, but considered girly drinks, but he doesn't give a shit. Just because they're considered girly drinks, excuse me for liking drinks that are sweet and tasty. Clearly, that's just how it be. You wanted an ex-maple? I delivered. Baseball, huh? And Al Jokes has a shirt for that. For anyone who is confirmed to go to Offkai with me, I might get that shirt for everybody involved, just so we could all walk around wearing baseball huh shirts. But the problem is, I'm always wearing my Nest shirt, so I would not be wearing the baseball huh shirt. It would be a waste of a shirt for me, unfortunately. I remember shortly after Offkai last year, Resta was like, hey Ness, bring the Mahjong set for next year. We could play a match of Mahjong. Not only was all like, what the hell? Now I know how you really feel. You're not the only one who thinks I'm heinous. But also, not only did I meet up with Resta for a grand total of about 10 minutes, many such cases, but I'm done with Mahjong. I used to play Mahjong. I don't find it fun anymore. I stopped enjoying it. I dove off the deep end and I got out of the pool. I'm like, okay, this shit isn't fun anymore. This is why I can't do competitive gambling. Hold on, am I able to hit that? Mossy Nugget. Oh, I have to deploy this somewhere. Okay, what if I deploy it up here? Because I don't think they can hit from down there, unless I'll deploy it down here. Okay, up next. You can't move. Thanks, wife. Bonk. Okay, up next is not you, but Suomi, who can go up here and activate this. There, now we can all go over here, and I can continue auto-playing this. Nice! Back to yapping. The latest comment I see in chat is I delivered, and I'm like, what did you deliver? That reminds me of that freaking rap song from the early 2010s. X gon' give it to ya. One of my friends took that song literally. He's like, okay, but what are you going to give me? It is never defined what he will give. And he analyzed the song and concluded that what X is going to give you is a popcorn machine. Because the lyrics go something like non-stop pop pop stainless steel. It must be a popcorn machine. Which segues nicely into that lawsuit between deadmau5 and Walt Disney Corporation. Because Disney tried to sue deadmau5 for his logo, and deadmau5 was unfortunately handling the situation relatively immaturely, but it was funny as fuck. I personally think Walt Disney Corporation can suck all the dicks, but that's just me talking out of my ass. I'm not a lawyer and I'm not giving legal advice, but I hope they're gay because they should suck all the dicks. Simple. I did not really grow up with Disney. When I was younger, I did go to Disney World. I enjoyed it. My mom may or may not have taught me the ways of the world by smuggling me through all of the fast pass locations and cutting all of the lines when the worker guarding the station had their back turned or was otherwise distracted. So I got to skip many lines. That was very fun. I remember when we were exiting a ride, and I was all like, Mommy, I want to go again. And we just dipped between the exit into a gap in the middle of the line that was ongoing, but near the front of it. The people behind in line saw what we did, but they saw nothing. They said nothing. And I'm like, I never realized it back then, but in hindsight, freaking that's that's some good stuff. Maybe it's because they didn't want to cause a scene at Disney World, which I would understand all those years ago. Nowadays, from the few YouTube videos I've seen of the current state of Disney World, how it's being overtaken by Disney adults and or alcoholics. Apparently they serve alcohol in Disney World, and why? It's fucking Disney World. Why would you serve alcohol at Disney World? In multiple locations. There's people that do it's like a whole game to sample every alcoholic station at Disney World. And apparently it's dangerous because the amount of physical activity required to hit them all in a certain amount of time can put you in the hospital because you are doing heavy walking while intoxicated. I would say if it gets alcoholics in the door and enjoying Disney products, TM, sure. Tell that to the shareholders. Freaking shareholders. I genuinely believe that shareholders will never have the best interests of anyone in mind, not even themselves. I mean that. Like, they don't even have their own best interests in mind at this point. That's what I honestly believe, based on all the shit that I've been seeing. And it really puts into perspective the difference between literally everyone who has to budget themselves and these very few people that just light money on fire because they can. But that's none of my business. In fact, it's not my business. I'm not a business owner. I mean, wait, could my streaming be considered a private business? Technically, based on the affiliate agreement that I signed with Twitch, it's a independent contractor affiliated with Twitch TV. This is what the affiliate agreement is. This is, I believe this is public knowledge. It wasn't an NDA. So, if you get Twitch affiliate, I actually took the time to read the damn affiliate agreement. I'm not gonna say it's a good read, but I just wanted to know what I was getting into. Because when I first started streaming, it was mainly shit. I was mainly streaming just for shits. That was it. Just because I'm streaming because I'm streaming. That's, if that makes any fucking sense whatsoever. Oh, we're already at level 5. Oh god, it's Creepy Doll. What are you weak to? Water and ice. Okay. I was not expecting to get affiliate, let alone affiliate so fucking quickly. Y'all were on it so fast. It still blows my mind. My buddy G11, he was giving me crap. As well he fucking should. Because I got affiliate in 2 weeks when it took him, I can't remember what time frame it was, but it was longer than 2 weeks. So, to put that in perspective, Sharklet VT, it took her 2 weeks to get partner, I think. Either that or she got partner within 1 month from starting out. So, it's whatever. What am I up against? Ice. Ice team used to be my A team. Wait a minute, this is the exact same team that I just put back. Going on 2 years and nothing. Taters, you don't stream. Taters, you don't friggin' stream. What the f... Okay. I think each step of becoming what I would consider major streamer, the major hurdle would be the concurrent viewer count. For affiliates, it's a certain number of hours of stream a month. I think it's about 20 hours of stream a month. It might be less than that, actually. But a certain pretty low threshold of consistent streaming hours a month or week. It might be weekly. I don't know, some amount of stream hours in some time frame that is not very hard to accomplish. Even a very casual streamer can hit that number. 50 followers, which when you're just starting out can seem like a lot. And a concurrent average viewer of 3. So that is, in my opinion, a pretty decent benchmark for affiliate streamer. If you want to be monetized, I'd say that's a decent benchmark. Now for Twitch Partner, where you get even larger benefits, I didn't look into the partner agreement because that is not even on the table in terms of goals. If I get offered Twitch Partner, because you have to apply for Twitch Partner, and then they have to do a review process and then offer you Twitch Partner. For me, if I meet the requirements for Twitch Partner ever, that would mean that I have already gotten past a critical stage in my life where I decided to not graduate from streaming. Because the requirements are a lot of streaming hours per month, and I think it's 75 concurrent viewers on average. It's a pretty big amount, if you ask me. 75 viewers is a lot. But by then, you've probably kind of hit critical mass. So, alright, it's Creepy Doll. She disappears every other turn and stuns one of your guys. You know what? I believe in autoplay. I made number go up, but these numbers are the same as before. They shielded the hologram. If it AoEs, then it doesn't matter. Maybe I should have taken over this boss battle. I remember Creepy Doll being the first major event boss battle of this game. It was level 40, but the max level anyone's gotten by that point was 35. I was around level 32 when I had to fight level 40 Creepy Doll. And boy, that fight was fucking tough. I did it though. I have the limited time rewards from that event. That thing's got multiple shields. It's dead. Okay. That works. That works. It just works. Oh, man. Right. I was mid-story about half an hour ago. About how at work today, my computer was chosen for the server migration, and it was a doozy. They did it during my lunch break, but they needed me to log in, so they interrupted my lunch break for it. So I just took extra time into my lunch break to do it. And if anyone wants to fault me for that, I'll be like, it is against company policies to work during break. I can point it out in the employee handbook where it says that, because I actually read that shit. And when they had me log in, it turns out my password didn't work because they used the migration used a different password setting that was outdated. So then they reset my password. But that didn't work because there is another person in the company that has my first initial last name. They reset his password instead. So then they had to reset my password. I'm sure they notified that guy. It's like, oh, we reset your password. Sorry, man. It's alright. And once I got in, everything kind of worked. I lost access to my personal drive. And in the TPS program, I lost permission to save or export any document anywhere on my computer. It would technically save to my computer, but because the TPS program was viewed as an untrusted program, it just quarantined the file so I couldn't access it nor view it. But in the save as window for selecting a directory to save the file could still be there. So to clean up, I just went through and deleted the file from that save as window. So that way it wouldn't leave traces of a file just laying around that no one could access, taking up storage space, because fuck me if there's 3 megabytes of storage that is bricked. Who's the RGB doll? That is Creepy Doll. Literally Creepy Doll. Oh! Dorka! You mean Dorka. She goes invisible from her ability, but the other doll is literally called Creepy Doll because she's a very creepy doll. If you played Sojourners, you would agree that she's indeed quite creepy. And she just stunned my wife. On top of that, of all those technical shenanigans, the server migration locked me out of the encrypted network I need to access as well, and that's where pretty much all the documents are stored. So I basically could barely do my job after the server migration. You're creepy? Oh my god, you sound like every girl I've ever liked. Shit. I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious. But for the server migration, I was expecting it to not go smoothly, and it was a dumpster fire for everyone else in the office when they were migrating everyone at once. But because my migration was about 3 days after everyone else's, IT was able to... They pretty much ironed it out mostly, which is good. It was mostly harmless. I had to submit an IT ticket for those things that I mentioned went wrong with my migration. But otherwise, it went relatively smoothly. He just tarred my sentry turrets. Why would you do that? My wife has been stun locked this whole game. I can't believe they've done this. Could you stop firing on the minions and take care of the boss? She's at 25% health. Okay. Can you at least ult? Thanks, Suomi. I knew I could count on you. There's a meme image of that kid that was like friggin' week 1 of this game. Of Suomi holding her lantern. And the moth saying, "I crave the forbidden lamp." No, brother! I don't think I saved that image, but I'm sure I could find it if I tried. Does Dorka just ult every turn? That's pretty neat. Dorka has a Halloween outfit. It's a succubus outfit. I don't like it. This ain't it, Chief. Those kinds of outfits don't really do it for me. I mean, her current outfit is okay, but a lot of these outfits, I don't know, my brain's all fucked up. I don't have the correct monkey brain to go unga bunga at most of the curvature that the dolls provide in their outfits. The cheerleader outfit is a major exception to this. I really am just your basic horny motherfucker. Listen, it's honestly, I'm envious that you are that way. That aforementioned friend from the Midwest, he is like that as well. And my buddy who took him to SakuraCon was actually annoyed at him because they couldn't walk 5 fucking steps before he got distracted by an Unga Bunga poster by a vendor in the vendor hall. And he was basically at a standstill for half the con because every time they tried to go anywhere, he'd get distracted by Unga Bunga. Well, I'm calling it Unga Bunga from now on because it's funny. I think it's funny. I just walk right by. That shit does not interest me at all. What interests me is cute and sweet and nice. Yeah, big boobies are allegedly great, but have you ever had a girl actually give a shit about what you had to say? Look at it. Look at this. She's very nice and sweet. Now that is why she's wife. She actually gives a shit. She's very positive and will help you out. Just like ChatGPT. Even your bad ideas. I've made the joke that Andoris is just ChatGPT, and it pisses me off because she's my wife, and I hate ChatGPT. Oh, this is why most marriages have a lot of fighting. I did it. I solved marriage. What the hell's this? Oh, my rewards are here. Very cool. It's Bezos break time. When we come back, we're gonna do hidden challenge. and maybe some mini games. You know what? Fuck it. Before we go, we have time to... Wrong button. We have time to go gambling on standard banner. Who do we want? Do I need another QJ? I don't really need another QJ. What's her V4? What's this? Applies vulnerable 1 to targets not in cover. That's good against bosses. We don't really need that. What's V5? Support action, damage up to... Oh my god. All of these are really good. Holy shit. 10% without cover protection. Okay. Those are really good. What about... Where is she? Tololo. What does she do? Her V4 extra action targeted attack. Oh. Wait, I thought I had that. Oh my god, I've been playing her like I had this, but I don't have this. Shit, that's really good though. Light spike is enhanced. Okay, that's good. Okay, V5 is good. V6 could be really good. That's +3. There is a way to get Tololo to get 3 turns every turn, but you need V1 Springfield for that, and I don't have V1 Springfield. Who don't I have? I don't want to upgrade Vepwave. What's Faye? I use Faye. We don't have jack shit for Faye. Let's roll for Faye. Give me Axe Woman. Because if we lose this 50-50, we'll probably get one of these 4, and if we get one of these 2, I'm gonna cry because I've already V6'd these guys. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're going QJ. I've changed my mind. More QJ would be good. Let's go gambling! We didn't win anyway. All that planning for what? For what? This is what we get? Aw, dang it. 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 Okay, that's pretty good. Hey! Aw, dang it. That probably could have gone better, but it's fine. We're taking a Bezos break. When we come back, we will be doing the memorial challenges, as well as some frontline survivors and maybe some diner gate jump. Until then, I'll catch you in 3 minutes. Don't watch the ads. Don't do it. I'm serious. Seriously, tab out or some shit. Yo, this plum sake is like peak sake to sip. It's that perfect sweetness, but at the same time, unlike my usual get cake on plain sake, it's got that plum flavor. I mean, no fucking shit, it's plum sake. Honestly, I might have just plum sake pilled myself. Instead of getting those massive bottles, or oh, that's why they're... Damn it! I might have unplumbed myself. Because the big bottles of sake that are cheap are just plain ass sake. This is a little 750ml bottle of really sweet, delicious plum sake that just so happens to have caramel color added and gluten-free in very small letters on the label. What's hidden challenge? Oh, this is the Andoris side of the challenge mode. Okay, let's try this. Here we go. What are we up against? They want me to they want me to use squad. Okay. If we're gonna use squad, we're gonna use this V6 Ku Klux on our friends list. Ain't no way. Ain't no way we ain't using that. We're using current team 404 setup. There we go. She's just gonna solo the whole fucking map. Elite doll my ass. Apparently Voimastina outclasses Ku Klux in terms of what the fuck. On G11. I really hope G11's doing well. He joined the army. I'm sure Uranium reassured me that he's doing fine. I hope so. Apparently they really toned down the army. I would not last 5 seconds anyway. I can't wait for AK-15. Yo, same. He's killing it. Tachyon! Oh yeah, that's right. I'm feeling it. Tachyon! I pulled that out at karaoke night, but as a meme. And my buddy who was there, he fucking joined singing with me. That's how you know you're having a good time. When you're in karaoke night, he died before he got shot! He died before he got shot! What the hell? That's how you know you're having a good time in karaoke? When one of your buds just straight up starts screaming the song with you. This is the way. Personally, I'm fine with it, and everyone knows this. I make it no secret that if you want to just fucking scream the song with me, do it. They've gotten way softer. That might be for the better. Maybe. Because, damn, her butt is really out there. First time. That's the thing. That's another. I don't even look there. My eyes are not focused there. It does nothing for me. This is just one. This is a free outfit, actually. You get this outfit for free. At least during her banner. They gave her a swimsuit outfit. It's even more revealing. It's $200. Bro, it's in our face. My eyes are always looking elsewhere. If you've ever seen me without sunglasses, you will notice that my eyes are never looking where I am pointing my head. Ever. Almost ever. The only time my eyes are looking the way I am actually facing is when I'm aiming one of my airsoft guns. But that's it. My eyes are always all over the goddamn place. It's probably the undiagnosed autism. Where the hell is G11? Where is she? There she is. And Dorka. There we go. Go first. You know what? Let's do this. Here. Can confirm. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm wearing sunglasses a lot with friends. Or, well, in general, really. But it's so people don't get off-put by the fact that I cannot look at people. If I am looking at you, especially if I'm looking into your eyes, I have extreme intentions. Whether those are extremely funny intentions, for example, as the punchline to a joke that I'm telling, I can make a smug face and look at someone like that, just to drive home the point of my joke. I'm comfortable doing that, but the instant the joke is over, I look away. The only other times I'm looking at someone is if I'm faking it during a job interview, in which I want to scream and rip my skin off, or if I want to kill you. For legal purposes, that wasn't a joke, or yes, it was, but it drives home the fight or flight response within me. It's not good. I've never really been able to look at people. That might explain why I'm not good with faces. Because I'm just not looking at people's faces. Like, no shit. Of course I'm bad with faces. I'm not looking at people's faces. I guess that's why I don't look at my supervisor. It'd make my intentions too clear. Speaking of looks and stuff, I'm also bad with names that you learned. What about names that you didn't learn? I'd imagine you'd be even worse with those. Like, if you're bad with names that you've learned, whew, imagine some stranger walking up to you and he's all like, yo, what's my name? You never learned his name. Watch you just guess it first try, like I guessed the Wordle first try. Several weeks ago, I sat down on the toilet and I whipped out my phone to play the Wordle, right? Because let's face it, who doesn't play Wordle in the bathroom? Is it just me? Am I the only person on this fucking planet that plays Wordle in the bathroom? I can't be the only one. Anyway, I type in my starter word. It's least, by the way. It has E and A, so 2 common vowels, and ST at the end, which are 2 common consonants that are usually together at the end of the word. The L is just there to take the L. And the first letter lit green. I'm all like, oh yeah, I'm green. Then the second letter was green. I'm all like, holy shit. The third letter was green, and by that point, I'm all like, wait a minute, no fucking way. Did I just get the Wordle on the very first try? Yes. And it sucked. It actually sucked. I was disappointed. I was kind of mad, actually, because I'm like, fuck. Now I'm in the bathroom. I was ready to do the Wordle. Now what am I going to do? Just shit normally? This sucks. Spoiler alert, I did not shit normally. I also noticed in the Wordle, there's a hard mode. And it turns out that hard mode is just the way that I normally play. The hard mode means any information that you've gleaned from a previous guess or guesses, you have to use in your next guess. For example, if the letter E is yellow and you know that the letter E is used, then the word you guess has to use the letter E in a position that is not one that you've confirmed doesn't belong. And that's how I just normally play Wordle, but apparently that's hard mode. They changed the team comp. No, they didn't. No, we could use 5, but no, we're sticking with 4. We are gonna take Andoris, my wife, and we're gonna take Dorka. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Where's she's already in there. Let's put these two together because they love each other. Just kidding. There. This is the canon arrangement. Wait, no. I need a healer in between them. I'm allowed to take one more. Okay, we got Thunder Poison. It's not poison, it's corrosion. I'm just surprised Tadadu didn't go lol poop, so lol poop. Motherfucker. Stop that. Get some help. Let's see, we got Thunder. Wait, Thunder and Poison, that's it? We need Fire. I am spoilt for choice. My Fire squad is good. Let's take Quinoa. Okay. Let's see. We got G11 first, and Quinoa can clean up. How's that? Okay. We got Squad 404 and Quinoa. That's the squad. Well, it's official. I'm drunk on a Friday night. Many such cases. No cheese this weekend, because I had cheese on Monday. Cheese next week with Talon. I have a cheese collab scheduled every week through Halloween. That's a lot of cheese. And I have more cheese collabs that I want to schedule into November. The problem is, Getting people to commit to a stream schedule in November, that's a big ask, even for me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till we're halfway through October before I start reaching out for more cheese yeah, I'm drunk. Cheese collabs again. It's gonna be nice though. Some of these people that I'm cheese collabing with, I've really, really wanted to collab with, so this is gonna be great. The other people that don't fit that description are people that I've already collabed with. I think, don't tell her I said this, the only person that I'm actually slightly concerned about how the cheese collab will go, actually there's two, and they both have the same vibe to them. Resta and Rosaldia, those two. Because they're very comfy, chill, easygoing tubers that are the opposite of me, whereas I'm bouncing off the walls 24/7, those two are the opposite of bouncing on the walls. Didn't want to collab with me yet? You're not a streamer! Also, would you even say anything on stream? I've genuinely thought about having guest stars as cheese collabers. I hardly knowers. That might work. Maybe. Where are the enemies? Oh, they just spawned in. Oh my god, he just ran in. Stick to the plan. You're just being silly. Hi, being silly. I'm me. I'm just me. That's it. Wow, G11 just smoked them all. Oh no. Oh no, don't do it. He's gonna do it. V6 Ku Klux. She costs $1,000 US. Unironically, if you aren't the greatest gambler in the world and you didn't rig the 0.6% gacha system, I did the math. She costs 4 figures to get. The character I'm borrowing from a Chinese whale that I managed to friend is a 4-figure character. And you're seeing how powerful she is right now. 433 is now the second GFL character you've put on a tank in War Thunder. 433? Wait, who is that? That does not sound... Who? Shit! You'll have to... Jamie, put it in my server. I hardly know her. I don't think I got HK33 in my girl's frontline 1 days. And if I did, then she probably wasn't as memorable as some of my favorites. But I don't know, man. If she's an HK, she's probably good stuff. I've realized something about myself as I bring Nugget in because I like Nugget. When it comes to guns, I've found that I really like the HK line of guns. They appeal to me. I've never fired one. I might like to someday, but it'd be very expensive and dangerous, and I'd open myself to lead poisoning. Holy crap, I could become a lead-poisoned boomer too. Yo, let's go. Baseball, huh? Literally the only reason I put this outfit on her was just so I could make baseball, huh, jokes. I actually like her regular outfit more than the baseball outfit. However, as a man of the memes, baseball, huh, takes priority. Baseball, huh? Go, Dorka. Wait, where are you going? Oh, I mean, I told her to go, so go, Dorka. What was I talking about 3 subjects ago? I feel like I didn't finish my thought there. This is what happens when I get drunk in stream. May have drank a bit too much on a Friday night. At least I'm going into this weekend with a positive mindset. Unlike going into this weekend with a fucking anxious mindset thanks to my supervisor at work giving me anxiety spikes. He can suck a dick. It's on the Discord now. All right, HK433. Jamie, pull it up. Let's see what we got. Oh, her? I hardly know her. Shit. Yeah, I didn't get her, but she looks all right. That's all right. We take those. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Now, your first mistake was playing War Thunder. Whenever I see a War Thunder sponsor on YouTube, I laugh and then I give the creator what I call the 6 L's on YouTube. Most people, they only take 1 L. I give every sponsored creator 6 L's. And here's what I mean by that. Here's a life hack for all of you. anytime you get to the sponsored segment of a YouTube video, press the L button on your keyboard 6 times. The L button on the keyboard fast forwards the video, or rather skips the video forward 10 seconds. They're contractually obligated to do a 60-second ad. You do the math, ad's gone. If it doesn't work, just press it one more time. Simple as. She's got a wedding dress skin. Yes, you can marry them. You can marry the dolls. Honestly, I shouldn't tell this story, but I'm fucking going to. There was a 23-year-old girl at the birthday party I was at over last weekend. She was my friend's wife's sister, and she was on Tinder like half the party, rejecting all these guys and explaining why no guy meets her standards, and I did not miss the opportunity to mock her about it. I'm all like, oh no, he likes things he likes. He likes motorcycles. Oh no, he likes going outside and pursuing his hobbies. Truly a sickening human being, not worthy of your attention. She didn't take too kindly to it, and I'm all like, well, okay. Listen, you're actually giving me lots of faith here, lady. Because a lot of guys get flack for wanting a fucking unicorn. Hey, Talon, welcome in. I'm drunk as shit, and I'm reverse complaining about Tinder. Here's the story to catch you up really quick. There was this fucking Zoomer at the birthday party I was at who was rejecting all the guys on Tinder for the most petty, stupid reasons I've ever heard. And I mocked the shit out of her for it. What do you mean it opens tomorrow? What do you mean it's Kashmar? Fuck this shit. We're doing frontline survivors. We're taking my wife to the front line, and we're gonna survive after I take a swig of this drink. At least she got her voice line. Very cool. But yeah, welcome in, Talon. I hope you're winning, son. I'm actually hanging out with my buddy again tomorrow. We're gonna be finishing his Lord of the Rings special. He edited a Lord of the Rings movie. I can't remember which one. But it's the one with Frodo in it, if that helps. And he edited it with extra memes. But here's the problem. I've never actually seen the movie. So his meme-edited version of the movie, in my mind, it simply is the movie. So, we're gonna be finishing it tomorrow. Oh, you mean all of them? Yeah, that one. Sorry, my bad. It's okay. It's the one I haven't seen, even though that's all of them, because I haven't seen them. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll fix it in post. Anyway. Because I'm riding my motorcycle tomorrow, damn, I can't drink out of his house unless I'm a plebeian and just take my car, but that's not fun. Why would I drive my car when I could drive my motorcycle? Yeah. I'll take my motorcycle, that's the play. But anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the movie. I was having a good time. Me and him were the only people at the party who were actively watching the movie. Everyone else was on their fucking phone. I'm like, why did you come and agree to watch a meme movie that Birthday Boy put together for us to watch if you're not even gonna fucking watch it? I don't understand people, especially in 2025. It's okay, I don't think I ever understood people to begin with, but it's okay. Society has conditioned me to believe that I'm the fucking problem in this scenario. My friend, for his birthday, he just wanted to share his meme creation and have a good laugh. I was the only one laughing. The other people at the party had the gall to say, oh, I missed it. Could you rewind it, please? And I deadass just said, you wouldn't have missed it if you weren't on your phone, buddy. That's how you know. That's some levels of white anger ranked. If they end the sentence with buddy or pal. Like, bruh. Wait, what the hell? Why is it dark? Oh, it's this thing. Die, please. Please? Please? Please die? That hit me? I guess I can't run behind it. Okay. Okay, that's whatever. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's the next race in the season. I think it's race 6 of 8 of the racing season that I commentate for. And I'm looking forward to it. We're having a pretty good season. I'm not sure if it'll rain tomorrow, but it's been fun getting to commentate. We had a guest commentator once. One of the previous race winners decided to try commentating because he's not racing this season. He's also a good friend of mine. I mean, they're all pretty decent friends of mine. I realized something. Like, when I'm at the racetrack, the racetrack is probably one of the most social places I've ever been. I don't know, man. I'm usually really reserved and quiet. But at the racetrack, I'm as loud at the racetrack as I am on stream. And honestly, I just think that's what I call passion. I'm just passionate. Ow, fuck. I just took some damage. Oh god, I'm dying. Maybe I shouldn't play this game mode drunk, but it's whatever. I'll fix it. We'll figure it out. There's shotgun guys everywhere. That's why I'm not doing so well. There we go. I'll just blame it on the game instead of my own skill issue. I just ran into those enemies. Did I unlock anything? Like, at all? What are we even doing here? Oh, I got rewards. Yeah, I got rewards. When's the next reward meant? 40 points. Okay. You know what? As much as I love Andoris, let's try using Andoris. I considered using any other character, but nah. Nah. We are using Andoris because she's my wife, and I love my wife. You should love your wife too. Just kidding. I've been listening to a lot of Louis C.K. Is it Louis C.K. or Louis C.K.? In any case, YouTube's recommending me audio of his live performances, and I've been listening to it because I may be wrong, but he's funny as fuck. Oh my god. And his skits on marriage, I just took damage immediately. His takes on marriage, now that he's been married and divorced, like, it's good shit. I really like how he starts off with how he got divorced, and if the audience starts going sad or pouty, he's all like, shut the fuck up. Divorce is always a good thing, because no good marriage ends in divorce. And he goes on with that line of reasoning, and it's funny. Several people tell me I should be a stand-up comedian. I tell them they're wrong. The thing about stand-up comedy I've noticed, or rather I've surmised, is that, Kitty, we're going outside after stream, don't worry, is that stand-up comedy, you need to have a pre-planned routine. You gotta have planned stories to tell. I'm drunk and talking out of my ass here. That's not stand-up comedy. That's who the fuck gave this drunk ass a microphone. Sure, he can be funny sometimes, but that's not exactly what we're going for here. Or some shit like that. I remember in college, somebody hooked up a microphone to the main stage in the cafeteria and started doing a stand-up comedy routine. And I don't know, I thought he was kind of funny, but the staff had to escort him off stage for unauthorized use of campus equipment or some shit. But at least everyone in the cafeteria clapped for him. We liked it. That's why we can't have nice things. I just took damage again. Maybe I should focus on not taking damage. I got a routine for you right here, pants grab. I'll grab your pants out of the laundry machine because we're clean around these parts. Probably, maybe. I don't know. I don't know your life. I don't know your laundry habits. I hope they're clean. If you shit your pants on the daily, that's unfortunate. I'm not one to judge your life. It's your life. It's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just want to live when I'm alive. Oh my god, they are encroaching on this boss. He's dead. Okay, we're now killing the regular enemies in one hit. When are we drinking the Moscato wine? If that's the blue wine that Corvid did, I'm gonna have to get together with Corvid because I wanted to drink it with her. Where's that note that I wrote? Drink the Bartonura wine with Corvid. Yeah, the blue one. Yeah, I'm drinking that with Corvid. We'll have to get together sometime. That sounds like a fun time. People live when they're alive. I try. I'm kind of feeling alive a little bit. Just a little bit. Freaking... It feels surreal having friends like this. Like, more than 2 friends. I usually don't have this many. In fact, I've never had this many before. And yes, this might sound a bit pretentious, but I've literally never had this many friends before in my life. Friends as in people I can talk to freely, shoot the shit with, do whatever, do things with, hang out, and otherwise just have a good time. It's new to me still, despite being as old as I am. By the way, in many ways similar to Gerson, I'm old! But it's a nice feeling. I'm just not used to it. Because I've noticed that when it comes to having multiple friends, you have to juggle them, kind of. You gotta make commitments, and you can't overdo those commitments. I'm currently have commitments with Corvid in that we're watching The Expanse together. The problem is she hasn't been feeling well lately, and her free time is her stream time, and I'm usually doing other free time things when she's free as well. So I make time. That's one thing that one of my buddies told me many years ago, and I've always agreed. As an adult, you make time for shit. This is why I've adapted his policy of never accept the excuse of somebody not having time for something. The only time someone doesn't have time for something is if their schedule is so fucking booked that they literally cannot squeeze in any leisure time for you whatsoever, and they are going to end up working themselves to death. In which, then they have bigger problems to worry about. Oh my god, we're being swarmed. Oh wait, that's kind of the point of the game. Anyway, the argument is that as an adult, you schedule things. Time management is a thing. You make time for shit. And if you're the kind that's all like, oh, I'm just bad at time management, fucking skill issue. Fucking skill issue. Oh, I'm just bad at replying to people. That's cool. I didn't want to fucking talk to you either, I guess. I never understood that. I'm bad at replying to people. It's like, oh, okay. So you take the time to read the message, but you just leave them on red. That's your shtick. Cool. I guess 2 can play at that game. I stopped sending messages, and now you must be content with being mutually left on red. I believe several of my people who I thought I could be good friends with, I've ended friendships like that because adulthood is making and respecting boundaries. I've never heard that. Never heard what? Complete sentences, please. I'm on a fucking rambling stream. By the time I see your comment, I'm probably 5 conversation subjects past it. I'm schmoovin' here. I'm drunk, okay? Old drunk man yelling at cloud and dying. My damage output just isn't there. But at least we scored points. Do I have enough points? No? How many 5 more fucking points? Why would they do that? Okay. When the hell is the next... The next attack upgrade's way over here. What the fuck? You know what? No. We're busting out Wawa. Wawa, smash! She still doesn't even want to kill them. That's fine. Crap, how do I play Wawa? It's okay, we're still playing as wife. She has heavy load. That's what the game said it, not me. That's what the game said. We pierce though. Grab this, we need it. She comes with piercing ammo and we need bullet size upgrade. I remember that. Bullet size, temp shield. Okay. Another thing, if Tadadu's listening, Tadadu introduced me to fucking Killordle, which is 1,000 wordles at once. But any green letters that you have are any letters you use that apply, well, it's 1,000 wordles at once. So any green letters, they count for all of them. So if at any time you've completed all 5 green letters of a word in all 5 positions, but you haven't guessed that word, it still counts as that word being complete. So, and because of that, I consistently score so much higher than Tadadu at Killordle. Because what I presume he's doing, he's solving them one at a time. I am just going ham guessing words that use letters in common positions, and I burn through all 26 letters of the keyboard before I start doubling down on just completing words. It is very satisfying, the Killordle. Fire rate? Yeah, we need that. Let's get that. We could use a faster firing semi-auto Wawa. The WA 2000. I feel like at this point, they're not gonna manufacture the WA 2000 anymore, not just because it's outdated, but just for artificial scarcity of collector's items. I feel like if they reintroduce the Wawa to the gun market, that would ruin the value of the Wawa. Which, you know what? That sucks, but I get it. It's like how a certain game that I used to play, it had a gacha system in it. And the limited characters that in its competitor game, a limited character meant once the banner ended, you could never, ever, ever get that character again, ever. If you miss this character, she's gone literally forever, and there is zero possible way to ever get this character again for the rest of time. Which I think is fucking horseshit. So, on the flip side, the other game, they had reruns of those limited characters on top of the standard character banners. And they had raid-ups and all that stuff. And you know what? At this point, I'm not even sure what's worse now. Because having played Giffle 2, which I'm playing right now, and I'm having a much easier time with for some reason, I think it's just because Wawa is being the better wife. Once I unlock the others, I will be able to probably do better. But it's fine, don't worry about it. Holy crap. Can I even go in there and grab all those extra things, please? Don't worry about it. We'll get them eventually. A crit is just an insta-kill, and I think it's like 25% crit. Not bad. Okay. Bullet damage and bullet size. Shit, I need both of them. Let's get damage first. That way, when the scaling really starts getting out of hand, we can actually keep up. And we'll get bullet size later. Because I already know bullet size is going to help with piercing. And we're going to have infinite piercing. So that size actually is going to matter. Size does matter. You heard it here, folks. When everyone says size doesn't matter, I view that in the same vein as graphics don't matter. Graphics do fucking matter. The problem is, advertisers and publishers put way too much emphasis and overestimated the levels of which graphics matter. Graphics do fucking matter, but they're not the #1 priority, not by a fucking long shot. Case in point, Easy Delivery Company is a game that I bought very recently, and I'm gonna be playing it this winter, or when the temperature starts dropping. It's one of those cozy looking games with PS1 graphics that you're driving a K-truck around a snowy mountainside making deliveries as an Animal Crossing character. But there's also creepy, unsettling vibes to it. But it's still nice. Safety is #1 priority? No. No safety. This is not safe for anyone, really. My streams are not safe for anyone. Not safe for work, not safe for life. NSFLW content. Not safe for life work, I guess. Which brings me back to that fucking Cybertruck with healthcare liveries on it. It's whatever. Give me that EXP. Give me that sweet EXP. Oh god, I just tanked a bullet. It's fine. I have an itch on my arm. There we go. I managed to get it without having to move my mouse. Crap. These rabbits are really messing me here. They move fast. Can you move slower, please? Thank you, please. They just spawn in. I see them spawning in. I mean, that's kind of the point of the game. Local gamer, fake gamer complains about things spawning in his video game. Gain 1 shield immediately. Give me that. Okay, now we're playing with power. We are doing more damage. We get a shield. Okay, we're good. Oh, and now that I'm at full shield, I shoot these bullets periodically that help out with the DPS. Very cool. It's just what the doctor ordered. Drunk rap god is a thing. I'm surprised the past few karaoke nights that I've been blasted drunk, none of you guys have requested rap god, because I keep forgetting. Trying to do rap god when drunk is the funniest shit ever. And I only know that because 2K said, you doing rap god drunk is how you're supposed to do rap god. I know there are people out there, such as Corey Malayapi, that can properly do rap god. I am not one of those people. I don't try to be. That ain't in my repertoire. I hardly know why. Can I get that boost again, please? Oh god. Okay, it's okay. We'll just circle around and hit them later. It's fine. We'll get another health boost once we kill that Boojum over there. It's okay. We'll get him. He's still alive. I know he is. See? He's right there. And we got that extra attack boost. Die, please. Oh my god, even with the attack boost, you're still alive. Okay, not anymore. What's this? Bullet damage or crit damage? There is no longer a limit on enemy units bullets can penetrate. That's what I like to hear. Infinite penetration with my wife Wawa. The jokes write themselves, honestly. This is fun. And the scope is so large that it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter how much range I have with the Wawa. Bullet size? Let's get this before I get anything else. That way we'll have choices of what to get when we level up. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, the enemies are really coming on now. Okay. Okay. Understandable. Have a great day. Ah! We might actually make this. Just kidding. There ain't no way we're making this. Ain't no freaking way. We just grabbed every EXP on the map. And that still wasn't enough. We take another sip. We could grab this. We won't have enough for that. Ooh, movement speed. We could grab that. Yeah, I think that'll be worth it. Nice. Extra movement speed. Very cool. That's some good stuff. Movement speed is underrated in games like these, I've noticed. Especially games like Enter the Gungeon, why movement speed items are so rare. It's because when you're trying to avoid a bunch of shit, being able to move faster is just good. And it's so underappreciated, or it's just so hard to appreciate how good it is until you've really sunk your teeth into the game. And it's like, wait a minute, this movement speed's pretty fucking awesome. I mean, look at this shit. Got 5% movement and I'm already like, yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and grab that bullet damage. There we go. Let's do more damage. Damage is good. Holy crap. I'm glad I grabbed that. So many high health enemies. A face one. I accidentally pick up 50 energy drinks and now I have to walk everywhere in order to get paid. Motherfucker, what are you going to do with 50 energy drinks? You going to drink them all at once? What is this, Skyrim? Gonna eat like 50 cheese wheels at once? That's a cheese collab, by the way. My first cheese collab, initially, I just wanted to eat a wheel of cheese. But I didn't realize full-size cheese wheels were very expensive. So I grabbed a small wheel of Gouda. And that was the wheel of Gouda that I actually ate on my live stream, on my cheese collab with Shiny and Chrome, actually. Shiny and Chrome 89 is who I ate that initial cheese Gouda wheel with the red wax that I almost mistook as eating it. Not as opposed to the mold that I did eat with the brie cheese with Giddy Gila last time. That was fun. Freaking Giddy Gila's wild. I was expecting a level of wilding from her, and she delivered. Let's see, what a fire rate, bullet damage. Let's get that bullet damage in here. More damage is good. Damage, good. I'm gonna risk your rain? Well, I'm gonna risk of rain too. Survivors of the Void Storm, seekers of naming the DLC that I forgot because I haven't played it in forever. Because I did pre-patch 100% monsoon completion and haven't came back to the game since. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Holy crap, there's just so much EXP sitting around. What am I doing? Oh, boss. Hey, boss. Oh, God. Well, now I need to kill you. Energy. Okay. Bullet size? Yeah, let's get that. We're doing pretty good with Wawa, if I do say so myself. If this is alright. This is alright. We're gonna make a lap around the map. Grab all this. Holy crap. Where did all this come from? Probably from the last time I did a lap around the map. Okay. Okay, that works. Baseball, huh? I'll baseball that. Huh. There we go. Let's balance our upgrades so we get the upgrades last that we need. I think that's how the upgrade algorithm works. Pretty nice about that, I've noticed. Oh god. We're gonna blast my way through here. We're reversing direction. I realize that way may not have been the best way. But it's fine, we fix it in post. See? Bullet size. Give me bullet size. Oh, those bullets are massive, and they get all the penetration. This is wonderful. Now I don't need to be as accurate. And they hit more enemies. With infinite penetration. This is the male fantasy. Majima's gonna come storming in on his rollerblades and disco outfit. And we're gonna party all night. Tsunaoni, I love you. Todoke yo, kimi to you love me. Tsunate shiki nado. Shit, I forgot the words. It's funny, I know the words in English because I translated it in my head. I've never looked at the translated lyrics. I'm like, oh, that's what that means. It's fine. People have requested that in karaoke night. It's funny, I'll do it. Freaking Yakuza music goes hard. Even though I've only played Yakuza 0 and 1. Fire, bullet damage. How do we not have max damage? Oh, I'm glad I picked that because we just maxed out our upgrades. Damn, that sucks. That's fine. Okay. Wait, what the heck is that laser sound? And this is where we would be getting extra upgrades if I had them. But unfortunately, we need to unlock them with more points scored from repeated playing of this video game. After this, we're gonna do Diner Gate jump. I feel like Diner Gate jumping. Oh god. That's a lot of enemies. That's more enemies than I'd like there to be. With shields and stuff. Could you like have less shields and stuff, please? Hey, points. Yeah! Okay, we have a fully automatic... Oh, that didn't help. A fully auto Wawa. I like to imagine if a semi-automatic sniper rifle of any kind had a fun switch to go full auto. And then I remember the M14 exists, as well as the Scar L, because that kind of qualifies. Even though that's more of a DMR than anything. But the M14 is an example of what would a sniper rifle be like if it had a fun switch. There's your answer. Uncontrollable recoil. Not like that stopped anyone before or after. Nest Deep Rock Galactic Survivors stream if someone buys it for me. If you buy me a game, I'll stream it. Or play it for you at least. I'll stream it to you in the Discord. Or if you explicitly want me to stream a game, easy. Here's the thing though, sometimes I'll buy a game for myself to stream. For example, Easy Delivery Company. Or Gunsmith Simulator, I hardly know her. Otherwise, I stream... Here's the thing about streaming games, right? When you stream a game, you're not streaming it for yourself. You're not streaming it particularly to enjoy the game like you would be if you just sat down and wanted to enjoy the game. You're streaming it... When streaming a game, half of your attention is devoted to a stream of consciousness and trying to, at the very least, trying to be somewhat entertaining. There are many streamers that did not get this memo, and they don't make any effort to do live commentary of what they're streaming or do chat interaction, and they're just streaming and playing the game and not really interacting with chat at all and not really saying anything at all. And while I'm sure there is an audience for that kind of stream, it's not engaging at all, and I'm on Twitch for the engagement. I like interacting with the streamer, enjoying a game that either I've experienced or am looking into, or just shooting the shit with the streamer and being like, you're funny, I like talking to you. Or just subjecting them to my shitty sense of humor. I'm sure some of you can relate to that last bit. So when a streamer is making zero effort to be interactive or give any entertaining input to what they're doing and they're just displaying a game, I feel the best use of that would be a first look of a game that you were considering getting but want to see gameplay footage of first. That's primarily what I use a lot of YouTubers for, actually, is by watching them, I can see if a new game that is released is any good or not. I've done this with many games in the past. I can't name examples of the games because I don't play video games. I'm a fake gamer. But back when I used to play video games, I'd be like, oh, hey, that's a good game. I want to play that. Versus, oh, that game, doesn't seem like my style. Even though the trailers and screenshots and stored description looked like it would be something I would enjoy. Or, oh, the game looks good, but unfortunately it's a hilarious buggy mess, which is funny on stream, but from a gameplay perspective, that'd get really annoying really fast. I'll wait till they fix the game. Oh god, I'm being swarmed. That's not good. I didn't realize how tanky these enemies are getting. Every time I level up, I get extra points, but the enemies just get more health. Which, honestly, not great. Not great. I also get a health too, which is nice. Stream Genshin? No. There are some games I will not stream. Genshin Impulse is one of them. Most gacha games. I will not stream them. I will not even give them a try. I understand the business model that they thrive behind, and I do not like it if a game's content is locked behind a limited time, non-guaranteed paywall. That is, objectively speaking, bad video game design. From the standpoint of a video game being a game that has an end, that you play for completion's sake or fulfillment. A big key difference there, live service games aren't meant to end. They're not meant to end. Girls Frontline actually did end it, and I was very surprised. Like, the story ended after so many years of live service content. But that's the thing. The ending's so far off. One of the reasons I played Subnautica was because I was told, It does have a story, and more importantly, it does have an end. Subnautica has a definite ending state where you complete a final objective and credits scroll, you have completed the main story, or you've completed the game in that sense. That's the biggest reason why I gave Subnautica a shot, is because it had an end. It was a video game that had a definite end. Otherwise, I would have thrown it into the same pile as the survival horror early access crafting open world slop that I avoid. Subnautica, having an end, it avoided that generalization from me, and God, I'm glad it did. That game's a fucking brilliant masterpiece. Holy shit. Oh my God, the enemies are moving faster. Oh my God, they're moving faster. What the hell? What is this? So with a live service game, in particular, most popular gacha games, including the game I'm playing right now, I don't view them as video games in the traditional sense of a video game, as I've defined it as a game that you make a purchase, you play it, it's a good experience, like a traditional video game sense. It is a service. That's the distinction I'm making. I don't view a video game as a service. I view a video game as, well, a video game. And while yes, that I'm wrong, I'll take that L. I am wrong when I say that, straight up. Like, by definition, I'm wrong. But that's the distinction I make. I don't view gachas as video games. I view them as services. And with that distinction, I'm like, all right, I now know what to expect. Because I've noticed a lot of arguments against gacha games go for game design. And I'm like, yes, from a game design... Wait, did I just win? Holy shit, I won. I won. Oh my God. Let me ramble. I want to yap. So, while I wrap up stream, from a video game design perspective, a lot of, in fact, the entire gacha business model goes against good game design. Straight up. Video game design and monetary gacha practices, I believe, should be mutually exclusive. In one camp, you have your free-to-play business models that sustain themselves on every fucking trick in the book nowadays. Gacha, FOMO, limited time deals, live service content editions, all that good shit. Cool. Great. On the other end of the camp, you have traditional video games. I'm gonna use Silksong as an example. It just came out. You pay a price to play the video game from start to finish. No extra add-ons, maybe some DLC later down the line, but in that sense, you buy the game, you play it, you enjoy it, you refund it if you don't like it, or don't refund it, that's up to you. There's a clear distinction, night and day. To lump them both in the same definition, to treat them the same, I don't think is a fair comparison based on how different each business model is. And it's because of that divide that there's a lot of unnecessary arguing and wheel spinning that hinders progress from all parties involved. Once you separate a gacha system and live service system, once you separate that from a traditional classic video game sense, which is a complete package that you buy, then it becomes a lot clearer what needs to be controlled and what regulations need to be put in place. Because if we... I'm gonna play devil's advocate for here. If we ban gacha systems and shit, yes, that will kill the whole live service industry, but I don't think that is a good thing as a whole. I feel like the live service industry should exist, but shouldn't be as egregious as it is today. It should not be as predatory and gambling monetization as it is today. But I feel the upside of such an industry is that it gives people who don't want to spend money as a barrier to entry to a video game to be able to experience and play the game, and best case scenario, experience the full story of the game, even if they can't get all the cosmetics. They won't have to pay any money, but they can still experience the game at a base level. Where this gets muddied up is pay-to-win bullshit. And I technically count character gacha, like Genshin Impulse, the game I was fucking playing right now, Grill's Frontline 2, technically pay-to-win. You gamble for better characters. Fuck that. That's where the water gets muddy. Yes, free-to-play game with a giant-ass asterisk. This is why I love Girls Frontline 2, but don't recommend it. Because the monetization, it started out predatory and is only getting egregiously worse. And I have resolved myself to the fact that this game will die due to corporate greed. It will die. And if I'm wrong about that, fuck yeah. But I genuinely believe this game will die sooner rather than later. And because of that, I've just really toned back my spending on it. I keep a spreadsheet on my hobby expenses, separate spreadsheets for each hobby, to keep track of how much I've spent on each hobby to keep myself from getting out of hand. And I will say it is wild how easy it is to spend a lot of money long term on a game like this. So, as opposed to a video game where you just pay the entry fee, i.e. purchase the game from the online store, or be old school, get a physical copy, if those even exist anymore, and play the game. If there's DLC later down the line, sweet, awesome. What pisses me off is when they sell DLC day one, because that means if the DLC was ready day one, you could have included that with the base game, but now you're just gouging your customers more for content that could have just been in the game. Fuck you. I don't remember the last time I spent on Genshin, probably Nahida. Understandable. So long as your finances are covered and you're not making any long-term damaging financial decisions, I view gambling expenses, because let's be real, if you're spending money on gacha, it is a gambling expense. I view gambling expenses as, you know what? You're enjoying it? Fucking go for it. Lately, I've been on a poker binge again on YouTube, watching fucking poker vloggers, of all things. They set the camera down at the poker table and just discuss their hands and how they play. I am a god-awful poker player, holy fucking shit. And I'd say I'm probably easily one of the worst poker players ever. My poker face is non-existent. I am as easy to read as a children's book. But I will say, at a party I was at once after college, a bunch of engineers got together. We had a very casual poker tournament, $5 buy-in, and the only real money involved was the $5 buy-in, and the total pot of that $5 contribution, everyone contributed that $5, that was split among the top three. So, ultimately, you could not lose any more than the $5 that you put in just to sit at the table. I like that setup because it's very casual. Yes, there's stakes. If you bust and lose early, that's $5 that you're never getting back, but at the same time, if you enjoyed that, that's the same as spending $5 to see a show, or $5 to partake in something. That's like a $5 ticket. There's a time I did have the monthly Genshin thing, the daily Primogems for kind of cheap. I feel the $5 monthly premium currency business model is the best bang for your buck. I acknowledge that, yes, that is a very efficient way for the game to retain players long-term and keep them logging in every day. Case in point, I've had that in Girls Frontline 2 since day one, and I have not missed a day of logging in and collecting that reward since day one. But where was I going with that? Right, poker. I hardly know her. I enjoyed playing poker. I do enjoy playing Texas Hold'em. I'm bad at it. I would never play a cash game using my real money. I'd pay an entry fee and do tournament style and get eliminated pretty early on because I suck. But I like playing it. If y'all want to do a tabletop sim poker night, I would fucking love that. Holy shit. But the point I was trying to make earlier before that tangent, gambling. If you enjoy it, go ahead. Just don't let it ruin your life and finances. Those stories of people spending hundreds of dollars, even thousands of dollars on gachas and ruining their marriage because of it, skill issue. Simple as. And while, yes, I understand how effective these predatory dark patterns, I'm calling them dark patterns, we're not mincing words here, these predatory dark patterns in these gambling games are, and how they really hook people in psychologically, it's very powerful for people who don't have autism. Or the wrong kind of autism. I would like to say I'm immune to it. I'm not immune to it. I feel the effects. It takes a lot of willpower, don't get me wrong. But I just feel bad for the victims who don't have that mental willpower and they get suckered in with a gambling addiction that they don't think they can stop because they're in too deep. I've caught myself slipping too deep and I used my willpower, just forced myself, no, you don't need this, not worth it, stop spending your money. And in times like those, I keep a mental tabs on how much money I didn't spend, and I throw it in savings, and that mental bank, I'm like, you know what if I treat myself someday to something else? I don't have access to money anyway, Lamau just rob a bank. For legal purposes, that was a joke. I still have some sake left. Okay, the cup's empty now. Friggin' story time. My mom, who used to be a gambling addict, my whole family's proud that she no longer gambles. What cut her gambling addiction was actually my sister. During the COVID period, where everyone had COVID and it was contagious as hell, my sister basically gave my mom an ultimatum saying, if you go to the casino, you don't get to see your grandkids. Because I have 2 nephews, and my mom loves them more than she loves me. But it was effective. She just cold turkey stopped gambling. Like, holy shit. And hey, if it works, it works. She no longer gambles, and once she realized she has so much fucking money from not gambling, now she's going on multiple luxury cruise ships every year as part of her retirement. And I'm all like, okay, have fun. And here's the funny thing. Those cruise ships, the majority of the cruise ship is just a massive fucking casino. But she doesn't gamble. She just cut the addiction. And I'm really proud of her for that, actually. Cutting an addiction is insane. And staying off of it takes willpower. And honestly, everyone loved that. It's that Fallout meme. Everybody liked that. But it is possible, with enough willpower or enough reason to, sever an addiction. Sometimes, cold turkey is not an option, but it can be done. So, these gacha games, their addiction is powerful, especially when the game gives you something that you really like. Girls Frontline 2 gives me a service that very few indie titles provide me. I will say my favorite part of Girls Frontline 2 is the character lore. Gifting them gifts and getting their cutscenes in the dorms. That is the real game for me. I play the game for the fucking story. The interpersonal stories. We're fucking Gosling in this bitch. Don't think for 1 second I'm not going full Ryan Gosling on this shit. Cause I am. That's why I'm here. When people call Girls Frontline 2 a Gooner game, I've seen Gooner games. This ain't it, Chief. This is very softcore compared to Gooner games. But to lump it in with the Gooner games, that just shows a lack of awareness on their part, really. It reminds me of the video games are bad news stories about how video games cause violence. I'm like, did you even play it? Or when Grand Theft Auto came out and all of the Karens of the world got on the news saying how it's so bad. And it's like, did you even play it? I've never played Grand Theft Auto because I look at it and I'm like, that game doesn't really look like it appeals to me, honestly. I've been feeling the effects of it when I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I've noticed the way I play video games, I like to go to the waypoint objectives that I've been shown. Unless it's Breath of the Wild, I don't explore a map if it hasn't been demonstrated to me that exploration doesn't really get rewarded. I enjoy GTA, just not the multiplayer part. My ex loved GTA Online. How old is GTA 5? What the fuck? GTA V release date. How many years is this game? 2013. Jesus fucking Christ. The game's been out 13 years. Oh my god. It's been that long since I've had human contact with a woman. Anyway. The freaking GTA games, they've never really appealed to me as a premise. But that's fine. I just missed out. I missed out on a lot of multiplayer games because I didn't have the internet connection to play them. I'm a single player gamer. You give me a single player game and I'm either gonna love it or I'm gonna hate it. I'm sure there's an in-between somewhere. Hey, kitty. Kitty wants to go outside. She deserves to go outside. We're running out of daylight hours. She deserves to bask in the sun. Who can we raid? Resta's on. We're raiding Resta. Raid Resta VT. Thanks for coming this week. I will have my schedule up in the Discord. Probably Sunday evening, like I usually do. Next week is probably my Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream, like usual. It's definitely gonna be something. But stay tuned. Spoiler alert, Resta VT, who we're raiding, I met her at Off-Kai last year. We've been friends ever since. And another spoiler alert, we will be doing a cheese collab. Fucking finally. I've been wanting to do a cheese collab with her for so long. Spoiled your raid? Yeah, I see that. I've had her on second monitor for the past half hour. It's fine. Wait, not half hour. She's only been live 20 minutes. I've had her since I got the notification. Wait, no, I haven't. She's been live. She probably restarted stream. Anyway, let's get this raid going. I'll catch you all next time. She crashed many such cases. The queen of technical difficulties. And with that, I'll catch y'all either this weekend in the Discord or on Monday when I stream something, probably. Thanks for coming. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful weekend. I'm gonna sober up.